Q3940. What is one of the neglected items when a pilot relies on short and long-term memory for repetitive tasks? A. Checklists. B. Situation awareness. C. Flying outside the envelope. The correct answer is A. One of the neglected items when a pilot relies on short and long-term memory for repetitive tasks is the use of checklists. Checklists are essential tools in aviation for ensuring that critical steps and procedures are followed correctly and consistently. By relying solely on memory, pilots may inadvertently skip or forget important items, increasing the risk of errors or omissions during critical phases of flight. Checklists help pilots maintain situational awareness, reduce the likelihood of oversight, and ensure that all necessary actions are taken in a systematic and organized manner. Therefore, it is important for pilots to use checklists as a reliable reference and aid in performing repetitive tasks, even if they have performed them multiple times before. 3940-1. A pilot and two passengers landed on a 2,100 feet east-west gravel strip with an elevation of 1,800 feet. The temperature is warmer than expected, and after computing the density altitude, it is determined the takeoff distance over a 50-feet obstacle is 1,980 feet. The airplane is 75 pounds under gross weight. What would be the best choice? A. Takeoff off into the headwind will give the extra climb-out time needed. B. Try a takeoff without the passengers to make sure the climb is adequate. C. Wait until the temperature decreases and recalculate the takeoff performance. The correct answer is C. Given the scenario provided, where the calculated takeoff distance over a 50-foot obstacle is 1,980 feet, which is greater than the available runway length of 2,100 feet, the best choice would be to wait until the temperature decreases and recalculate the takeoff performance. The warmer temperature increases the density altitude, which negatively affects aircraft performance, specifically takeoff distance. By waiting until the temperature decreases, the density altitude will also decrease, resulting in improved aircraft performance and a potentially shorter takeoff distance. Taking off into the headwind, option A, may provide some additional ground speed, but it is unlikely to significantly reduce the takeoff distance over the 50-foot obstacle. Trying a takeoff without the passengers, option B, will not significantly change the aircraft's performance since it is already 75 pounds under gross weight. 2073. A series of judgmental errors which can lead to a human factors-related accident is sometimes referred to as the A. Error chain. B. Course of action. C. Decide model. The correct answer is A. The error chain refers to a series of judgmental errors or mistakes that can lead to an accident or undesired outcome. It recognizes that accidents are often the result of multiple factors and errors that accumulate, with each error contributing to the next in a chain-like fashion. Identifying and breaking the error chain is crucial in preventing accidents. 2085. Which of the following is the first step of the DECIDE model for effective risk management and aeronautical decision making? A. Identify. B. Detect. C. Evaluate. The correct answer is B. The DECIDE model is a systematic approach to effective risk management and aeronautical decision making. It provides a structured framework for pilots to assess and manage risks during flight operations. The steps of the DECIDE model are as follows. Detect. Recognize the potential hazards and changes in circumstances or conditions that may require a decision. Estimate. Evaluate the level of risk associated with the detected hazards and make an estimate of the situation. Choose. Consider and select the best course of action or alternative options based on the estimated risks. Identify. Identify the actions necessary to implement the chosen course of action. Do. Execute the chosen course of action. Evaluate. Continuously monitor the situation and evaluate the outcome of the chosen action, making adjustments as necessary. In the DECIDE model, the first step is to detect, which involves being aware of and identifying potential hazards or changes in the environment. This allows the pilot to initiate the decision-making process and assess the risks associated with the situation. 2074. What are some of the hazardous attitudes dealt with in aeronautical decision-making (ADM)? A. Risk management, stress management, and risk elements. B. Poor decision-making, situational awareness, and judgment. C. Anti-authority, don't tell me. Impulsivity, do something quickly without thinking. Macho, I can do it. The correct answer is C. Aeronautical Decision Making (ADM) is a systematic approach to decision-making and risk management in aviation. It aims to enhance pilot judgment and decision-making skills to mitigate risks and improve safety. As part of ADM, hazardous attitudes are identified and addressed. These hazardous attitudes can lead to poor decision-making and increase the likelihood of accidents. Some of the hazardous attitudes dealt with in ADM are anti-authority. This attitude involves a resistance to following rules, regulations, or instructions from authority figures, leading to a disregard for safe practices. Impulsivity. Impulsivity refers to making hasty decisions without considering all available information or potential consequences. It can lead to reckless actions and poor risk management. Macho. The macho attitude is characterized by overconfidence and a tendency to take unnecessary risks, often driven by a desire to prove oneself or show off skills. Recognizing these hazardous attitudes is crucial in ADM, and pilots are encouraged to adopt more appropriate attitudes and decision-making strategies to ensure safe and effective operations.